There's a reason why they've been jumping on the fucking mic whenever I talk about this topic. Here's the reality about 9/11. I do not dispute the fact that Muslim extremists committed 9/11, but what they won't tell you is that Israelis let it happen. This is the part of history that they don't want you guys to know. On September 11, 2001, 5 Israelis drove up to the top of an apartment complex in New Jersey. They were there taking pictures, celebrating, and flicking lighters as we were going through the worst terrorist attack in American history. When the towers hit, look, she's running to the microphone to stop me from telling you guys this. Okay?
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Bro, what?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, bro. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So on September 11th, 5 Israelis were on the top of an apartment building complex in New Jersey overlooking the Manhattan skyline. The planes hit. They were there roughly 20 to 30 minutes before the planes were hit. A woman that was very astute saw these 5 individuals dancing and celebrating as the towers were on fire. She called the police and gave a bolo on what the van looked like that they were in. It was an Urban Moving Systems van. So they went ahead and called, and the cops put a bullet, be on the lookout for this van. So they went ahead and pulled this van over, the local cops, and they identified 5 individuals. As he was pulling them over, one of the guys came out and said, "We're not Palestinians. We're Israelis. We're your friends." And then on top of that, you need to be quiet. We're not Palestinians. We're Israelis. So the cops, suspicious, call the FBI. The FBI comes on the scene, takes them to detention, interviews them. 2 of the individuals in that group had ties back to Israeli intelligence, Mossad, Unit 8200, whatever you want to call it. Then anyway, you gotta be quiet. So anyway, as they were interviewing these individuals, they failed the polygraph test, and 2 of them came back with record checks. So they went ahead and said, okay, these guys work for this moving company. The FBI executed a search warrant at the headquarters for Urban Moving Systems. What they found shocked them. They found a bunch of hard drives, computers, that isn't really indicative of a moving company. Kind of strange, isn't it? And then they found out that the person that owned that moving system company was a guy named Dominic Suter. The FBI contacted him asking to question him. He ran to Israel the next day. What they found was he was backed and paid for by Israeli intelligence. Those people had foreknowledge of the attack, and they spent roughly 70 days in immigration confinement. They were deported from the United States under Mike Chertoff, whose mother used to serve for the Mossad, and he's a hardcore Zionist. So let me get this straight. 5 Israelis were caught with pre-knowledge of the worst terrorist attack in American history. They got put in immigration custody for 70 days and then deported back to Israel. If they were Muslims or Arabs, you guys think they would have been deported? No, they'd be in fucking Guantanamo Bay right now to this day. So the reality is, these individuals deported, but it gets better. Not only were they deported, they went on a talk show in Israel. This goes to show the hubris of the Israelis. They asked them, why were you out there that day? They said, we were there to document an event so that everyone can see how Israelis feel. Remember that stupid woman that was talking about the bomb shelter? She wants all of you to fucking feel that too. Meanwhile, the Palestinians